Chris from Poseidon, going to do a review on the Ozone Zephyr V8, which is pitched as their light wind performance kite. It's a 17-meter kite, light wind focus kite, something which I'm generally not that excited to get hold of myself, but this has really impressed me. It's a really good piece of kit which Ozone have brought out. And a bit of history, the Zephyr's been around for a long time in the Ozone range. It's come through 8 versions now, but it took a bit of a break for a couple of years because a lot of riders were switching to the single strut Alpha kite, which is a lightweight design to get that light wind performance. They've brought this back now under the Ultra X banner, which Ozone have, which is ultimately like a subfamily of kites where they're putting their latest, greatest technology and fabrics into the design of it, which puts the price tag up. It's more of an elite piece of equipment, but you kind of know with that badge, it's going to be something a little bit special. To jump into what it is, we've got a 17-meter kite. It only comes in one size, the Zephyr. It's a 5-strut kite, which is a little bit unusual. Most light wind kites nowadays are 1 or 3 struts, but what the Zephyr's done is it's kept 5 struts to give it a lot more framework, rigidity, which helps it in its top end. To shave the weight off, what they've done is they've gone for a reduced diameter on the struts, the leading edge, and then they're using a lighter weight Dacron, which is really similar to the duotone SLS material. So it's lighter weight and it's stiffer. The 5-point bridle on both sides is using a reduced diameter cord on some of the sections. It's a lighter weight material. And a good feature is with the Ultra X, they're using the transverse sail shaping, they call it, which is a seam that runs all the way parallel with the leading edge, where they cut the canopy curved, which means that the canopy traces the shape of the leading edge a lot better. Ultimately stops any wrinkles or creases, which increases the aerodynamic efficiency of the kite. And you really feel it when you get it up in the sky, that it just feels stable and comfortable and smooth, and impressively fast for a 17-meter. I mean, it's a light wind kite, so this thing's got stacks and stacks of bottom end power to get you going. But what's a standout feature with the Zephyr is how well its range extends and how comfortable it is into its top end. So if you're comparing it with the other kites in their range and you're looking at the, say, a 16-meter Alpha compared to the Zephyr, they've both got a fairly similar bottom end, but as you reach the top of the top end of a single strut kite, other ones on the market too, you can sometimes shudder. You feel the kite shuddering. It can get really talky and grunty and pull you off downwind. But what the Zephyr has always excelled at, and is a whole new level up in this V8, is how well it handles that top end drive. So it charges in towards the edge of the window. So you can slam on the brakes on your edge and it will shoot to the edge of the window and tank up wind, even if you're absolutely maxed, which makes this kite a really special piece of kit if you're somebody that rides in lighter winds or is forced to go out in lighter winds because it's your only days off, or you're packing a few more pounds and you need a little bit more grunt in those kind of average breezes. This kite in its top end is still really, really fun to ride. And whilst it is big, it's relatively quick to turn. It's not a 10 or a 12-meter kite, so you can't whip it through the sky. It's a bigger radius, but it turns quick for its size, and its airspeed means that it really accelerates through the edge of the window, which means you can jump really well with it. It feels really stable in the sky. It feels like it's going to be very good for learning new moves like jumps and rotations and board offs. Is this kite's really going to lend itself well to that sort of level of riding? So it's exactly what it says on the tin. It's a light wind performance kite. It comes at a slightly higher price tag, but for somebody that wants to have a lot of fun in those lighter breezes, it's a really good piece of kit and definitely worth checking out. The Ozone Zephyr V8.